Hello viewers, welcome to my channel itechsolution. Today I will discuss on another control panel item which is called parental control. Parental control is the features given by the Microsoft company to control your computer systems programs. As a parents, you control the programs to protect to your child. That is, some programs can be selected that cannot be run by your children. That is called parental control. That is, some programs can be governed by you itself. And how it can be done, you see here. This is parental control. I will in the first part I will show you the definitions and the conditions how one can control it, apply it. These are the three different user. One is guest user, one is administrator, and the other is standard user. And the guest user cannot be applied with parental control because see what is the reason. Here it says parental controls cannot be applied to the guest account. It is recommended that you turn off the guest account if you are using parental controls for other accounts. So that is, it cannot be applied for guest account. That is something, it is already limited account, so it is not maybe not appropriate by this account. So it is strongly recommended if you are not using this, you are not applying these things, then it can be turned off. Next is you cannot also apply as a administrator. Here see the reason. Sorry, parental controls cannot be applied to the account. This is because it is an administrator. If you would like to apply parental control to the account, you must change it to the limited user account. Would you like to make it that is, you can be applied if it will be changed to a limited user account. So I am not doing this. So that is, you cannot directly apply to a administrator. That is the basic reason what you can apply. Why you don't apply? You cannot apply for this reason. Now I want to apply this for a standard user because it can be and it is allowed. So it is going forward as a standard user. It is giving that you can monitor your user as a standard user. You can monitor your computer programs, and time slot you allowed can be restricted to the user. Suppose you want to give your child data time of morning 2 hours time and evening 2 hours time to run your computer, then you go to this option, time limits. That is, time limits on option, and here you see what will happen. Here the block of area is 12 a.m. to midnight, that is 12 of noon to 12. So this is 12 hours, and after this is 12 hours. Within this 24 hours you can set your computer block for this area. Here you see the blue color area is blocked. That is, you don't want to allow this area to your children. That is at night 12 to morning 7, and that in the daytime we can use 7 to 12 suppose. Then again you are blocking this time 12 to 6. And you can also apply for this area also how many hours you want to block. These are 1 hour block. Suppose 12 hours to 12, it is 12 to 12 hours. So this is the process. How can you block? I will see you. If you extend this, click here. Yes, it is extended. Click here. Yes, it is extended. And if it is allowed, then it again click on this box, rectangular box, then it will be allowed accordingly. So this is if you want to mark again, that is, these are the allowed and these are the blocked area. So it is a process that you want to control this user ABC2 that can use only the white area as the allowed area. In these hours he can use only. This is called parental control of time slot. So again return to the area, that is game option, and that is specific program. So you can see what are the option in the game also. Here the large game allowed is yes, you can play games, but I will restrict some block games. This is called block or allow specific games. These games can be applied to certain games. Here these are the available games, and you can block this that is cannot play. So these are the options to control game options. Next remaining part is the specific programs. Go back to the option and go options, and if you click on no, then no one of the game will be played by this PC. So this is at your choice that a specific game can be allowed. So return parental control, and and now the remaining part is allow and block programs. So this computer have too many programs, that is can use all programs. Now it is by default allowed, but if you want to, that is I want to block some important programs that cannot be run, and suppose the children will maybe disturb my programs schedule, or my specific program can be harmed by the child. So or some pages should not be allowed to see them by your children. So that can be allowed and restricted by these options, which is called specific programs I allow. So these are large program, huge programs are there, thousands of programs are running on this PC. So it is you see it is a long run program list, and here the option is that check the program that can be used, that is I should be check all that can be used by the computer. But if someone I am unchecked, suppose this is unchecked, that the person, that is the user, cannot be utilize this program at your runtime. So this is the, suppose Internet Explorer internet browser like Mozilla can be blocked by this area. So this is possible, but in case of Internet Explorer it is always allowed area, so it cannot be allowed. So it is other matter, but you can restrict your installed program by these options. And here is also a option that add a program to this list, that is if it is not available in this list, then you can also browse your program and add suppose Firefox, open. So yes, can be added, that the selected application is already in the list, that is it can be added to this list. So that can be restricted with the option check all. So that is all for today. I think it is sufficient to you that you can manage your parental control using standard user to your children, giving specific restriction to the time slots, game options, and block and off specific programs. And that is time slot. I will off it now. Allowed. So that is all for today. Thanks for viewing this video. If it is liked by you, please click on the like button and share to your friends, and also subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Thank you for viewing.